hold on. Let's get out of there. There we go. So there's no opening video this week. Because I've been too busy to make one. And so we are just going to go directly live. Let me just... Okay, let me know if you can hear me okay, because clearly I don't have a mic. There's a lot of glare on my glasses. And let's go here. Let's go here. Take this, and there we go. All right, can you guys hear me okay? Yes. All righty, so Sue has a phone call, but she'll be back. Sonia's here. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Cookie. Hi, Tanya. Hi, James. Oh, Captain Jack Raid. Hi, William. Hi, Michigan Carol. Well, that's awfully nice of you guys to raid me from Captain Jack. That's very much appreciated. Okay, you can hear me good. Oh, did you hear that? Normally I have tea, but I am on holiday, so we're having White Claw tea. I'm also trying something new. I'm broadcasting on Facebook as well, so we'll see how that goes. It has been an interesting week. We are in Cape Cod, and we've had a lot of rain. I don't know if anybody saw my short. We had tornado warnings yesterday. We had a river going through the campsite. It was a little bit crazy. So we haven't gotten a lot done. It was pretty much raining since. Oh, I see everybody saying hello to Linda and Carol. I didn't see them come in. Hi, guys. Hi, Linda. Hi, Carol. Hi, Fatima. Hib, Sonia B. So Sonia asked if I got my 110 fixed. So if you were on Sonia's live stream Monday night, you'll know that I was asking her questions about my GFCI outlet. It popped, we overloaded it, and hi Nancy. I overloaded the GFCI and it popped and it won't come back on, and it's not the breakers. Every other plug in here works. The 30 amp works fine, the AC works fine, everything's working fine except for the 3 plugs associated with the GFCI and the 4 plugs associated with the GFCI, because interestingly enough, the hot water tank runs off of the same one. Makes sense, it is near water, right? And hi Melanie, thanks for joining us. So yeah, so they all run off that same circuit, and so it's not working at all. And so I try to run the hot water on electric as often as I can. Hi Jess. Yeah, miss you too. But we might see you soon, because it sounds like we're all going to be at the same place at the same time in about 2 weeks. So yeah, are you bowling tonight, William? Yeah, so here's the thing, Sonia. I'm already prepared to be fired. No, I didn't have hot water. And you know why I didn't have hot water? I had hot water for a very short time because it is a 2-way hot water tank. It also runs on propane. But guess what? I ran out of propane. So, yes, I did run it off propane until we ran out of propane. And so we had to... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so maybe you guys can't see the Facebook chat. We're trying something new with the Facebook, so some of my friends from there are also in here in the chat. Let's see. So I've got the YouTube chat over here. So let's see. Yeah, so I can see both chats, but both chats don't turn up on YouTube. So yeah, so there is. I will be going back and forth a little bit. Yeah, so I'm definitely fired for running out of propane, right? There's 2 20-pound tanks on this thing, and they were both empty. I guess we drained one last year, and I never filled it, and I forgot all about it. And we rarely, I mean, I use it for the griddle and the barbecue. That's it. And lately it's been air fryer and my butane burner is what I've been using mostly. So yeah, definitely fired for running out of propane. That's definitely a first. I think we ran out of propane with the Jayco, and that only had a single 20-pound tank. I don't think we ever ran out on that. Sorry, I'm gonna scratch a lot because the bugs are getting really bad here. You can see the lights going down. We are running, if you can believe this, let me know how good the quality of this is, because we are running off of the campsite Wi-Fi. Starlink is not working because there is trees everywhere. So Starlink is definitely a no-no in this campsite. But I ran a speed test before I went on, and the campground Wi-Fi is getting 30 megabits per second download speeds. I've never been to a campsite that has that, and there's antennas everywhere. So it's fantastic here. Oh, James says looks great. Okay, that's good. And sounds good. Yes, Sonia fired me. It's William, I don't know. You've been around for a long enough time to know that Sonia fires me at least 3 times a live stream, mine and hers. So it's a tad glitchy. All right, well. And Nancy says it looks good. Thanks, Nancy. So, how do I... Okay, no, so I can't do that. So I can't send, so if you're watching me on Facebook, I won't be responding back in the chat. I'll just be responding here. Hey, Don. Wow, Cookie's got me at 720p. Are you on the TV, Cookie? Or on the laptop? Oh, I guess you're on the laptop because you're answering. But yeah, so Cape Cod has been interesting. We drove down in 2 shifts. We came through and stayed at Queechee Gorge. And I had planned to check out the gorge and the bridge, and there's a little alpaca farm. We were going to do all of that. But in typical fashion, we left late and we saw nothing. So there is that. And again, it was raining. Chatting on the laptop, watching on the TV. Okay, good. Yeah, so it rained our first night in Queechee Gorge in Vermont, and then we got here and it was nice, and we went and did a few activities. We got here pretty late, but we did a few things close here to the campsite. We're in the west side of Cape Cod. And then yesterday, it absolutely poured, and we were stuck in the trailer, I'm going to say till about 2 o'clock. And then, no, I didn't break out the multimeter and check for a short, Sonia. It's, I know it's the plug. The plug is done. It gave me a hard time when we were in Kingston as well, when that was the weekend of Jim's birthday, and it gave me a hard time there. So I know that there's something going on with it, and we don't plug a lot of stuff into the coffee pot. The plug outside is on that circuit, so sometimes the air fryer, but even then, if I put the air fryer on, I shut everything else off. It just sucks too much energy. Hi, Bree. But yeah, so I know that it's the plug. I'm ordering another one. It'll be at home when we get home, and I'll just change it. It'll take 5 minutes. I'm not going to bother testing everything. Pay attention to what I'm drinking. It's tea. It's iced tea instead of my regular hot tea. So yeah, we lost most of the day yesterday. We went and checked out a few things. We went to Hyannis, but again, it was cold, it was rainy, it was windy. We went to a beach in, what was that? Craigsville, Craigsville Beach, and I mean, you needed a hoodie. It wasn't much of a beach trip, so we just yeah, cheers. So we just came back to the trailer, played cards with the kids, and this morning we went out. It was pretty nice this morning, and of course we had the propane incident, so we had to go and find propane, and there's not a lot of places here to buy propane. We ended up going to a tool rental company. Yeah, big surprise, Sonia has Duncan. We ended up going to a rental company, and they had propane there because I guess they fill all of their machines with propane. And so we got a tank there, and that's going to do us for the time that we're here. Again, we shut it off when we don't use it. I mean, you only need hot water to wash or to do dishes, so it's not on very often. So I doubt very much that I'm going to. I'm pretty sure that we're not going to. Oh, there's Captain Jack. Welcome aboard, Captain Jack. Yeah, I don't think anybody questioned what Sonia was drinking. I think we all knew, right? Also, for those of you who don't know Tanya very well, not a surprise that she's sipping wine either. But so that has been the adventure so far. We went to Nauset Beach today and waited in line to get into the parking lot because it was full by the time we got there. So we wasted a lot of our day just driving. And then I got to Nauset Beach, and the eastern portion of Cape Cod is national seashore. Say that 5 times fast. And it's under Williams Bunk. Yeah, it's all national seashore. So I took out my America the Beautiful pass, and it expired in July. So I had to buy a new one. We're going to at least 2 more beaches on the seashore. So definitely worth the $80. Yeah, thanks, William. Thumbs up. Much appreciated. So yeah, that's been the adventure so far. We're going to bed early tonight. The glare off that is crazy. We're going to bed early tonight, and we are taking the ferry to Martha's Vineyard tomorrow. So Fatima finally ate some Canadian Lay's ketchup potato chips. They are good. Nancy's gonna join Tanya in a glass of wine. Are you still looking, Sam? On the inside. Look out for sharks. Oddly enough, we were here 2012, I think we were here. And I don't remember it like it is now. We're at Nauset Beach, and the seals come right to the shore, like 10 feet from us, and a lot of seals. So I understand why the sharks are getting closer and closer, because the seals are getting closer and closer. Find it? Inside. Sorry, we're searching for something that I've hidden. No, Cookie, ketchup chips are good. You got to try them. I'll get you some. But yeah, there are. We haven't seen any. We haven't seen any sharks. We talked to the lifeguards today, and they said they haven't seen sharks all season. So, ketchup chips are good, Nancy. You have to try them. William 7 Modelo. Cheers, William. Ketchup chips are definitely okay. Definitely okay. Somehow I think those might make an appearance at M23. I'll have to make a note of that. Ketchup and mustard chips. Lay's used to have mustard for a while, but didn't really catch on. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to Martha's Vineyard, so hopefully we'll have a little more luck than we've been having. when I was filling up with propane, I ran into an old gentleman. He was waiting for his propane as well, and he said that they're calling for a storm tomorrow night, very similar to what we got today or yesterday. So hopefully we're not on the ferry when that hits. We live in an area that is not typically known for tornadoes, and we've been getting tornado warnings all summer. And now we're here, and now we're getting tornado warnings here. So it has to be us. No, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say Baby Shark Fatima. They have mustard Doritos? Okay, yeah, mustard Doritos doesn't really sound great. See, and we don't have the haluva French onion chips. We have the haluva French onion dip, and you dip the chips in it. Jeez, I'm gonna have to bring ketchup chips for everyone for at M23. So we have an early day tomorrow, and never been to Martha's Vineyard, so that should be interesting. And we're going to check out some of the filming locations for Jaws because, you know, sharks. Crab chips. I don't think I've ever had crab chips. It's just new for us, Cookie. You know, it seems like the tornadoes are moving further east. They used to get them in central Canada, and now they're moving more towards eastern Ontario. Crab chips, is that what they sell? I remember when I was a kid, used to go to a Chinese restaurant, and they would give you those chips. They were almost like they were puffy chips. They called them fish chips or something. I can't remember what those were, but maybe that's what it is. Hey, Daryl. Well, you and Don don't have to have any. It'll just be more for the rest of us. We'll eat all the ketchup chips because once you've had them, they're pretty good. They taste. Yeah, I've had that hat for 30 years. My lucky hat. So yeah, it's falling apart. I do need to replace it, but I wanted to see. I have a ring light here. I wanted to see how the lights for the trailer were going to light us, but they don't. So ring light is definitely a must, especially if we're going to be doing a live stream from the parking lot at the RV Hall of Fame. Shrimp chips. Yeah, that's what they are. Thanks, Linda. Apparently, we're going to Martha's Vineyard tomorrow, and they have Mad Martha's ice cream, and it has lobster in it, like actual chunks of lobster. I don't know how I feel about that. What is this song? This is it's gonna let me. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do that. Hold on, let me change screens here. It's an artist called Andrew Word, and Andrew Word. Between the Days by Andrew Word. Yeah, you know what, Fatima? It took me a long time to make the hat look like this, so yeah. And it's you know, and this takes a long time to do too, but that's because a few years ago, after Ottawa had 3 tornadoes touch down, a storm chaser based out of Alberta revealed that the Ottawa Valley is the tail end of Tornado Alley. But it just seems to be getting worse. Yeah, we were at one point we were getting tornado warnings like twice a week. It's like I don't even listen to them anymore. So yeah, what do you guys think? Should we try that lobster ice cream? Uh, I don't know. I have keto ice cream that I eat, but I don't. I typically don't eat ice cream. We stopped at actually that was one place that we stopped on the way down was Ben and Jerry's, and of course the tours were closed for the day. So just just more luck on the way. But we did get some Ben and Jerry's, so I did try a little bit of that. Right, I like lobster and I like ice cream. I'm not sure that I would like lobster pieces in ice cream, but apparently it is. It's their specialty, so we'll see. And we're going to go to the Jaws Bridge, and we're going to try and jump off that. So that should be fun. Definitely going to have the GoPro for that. Captain Jack is having tuna casserole right now, so he can use his imagination. Just take a scoop of ice cream with it, Jack. Then you'll see exactly what it's going to be like. But yeah, that is definitely not a. We don't have that in Canada for sure. The rest of the week, we were supposed to go to Provincetown yesterday for the whole day, and with the rain, all of Cape Cod had tornado warnings and heavy downpour, and then we went out after in the truck, and so much gravel washed onto the roads. It was just like a really, really heavy downpour. If you haven't seen my short, go and see it because it was really crazy. So we're going to do Provincetown either Friday or Saturday. One of the kids is in university, and he's doing an extra credit this summer, so he has class right now, and he has class again on Friday night. So we have to be back at the trailer for that. So that kind of leaves the days a little bit short. So I don't think we're going to see a lot of things in Cape Cod. We're seeing beaches. We're going to Martha's Vineyard. But, I love my lighthouses. We've been to a couple already. We went to an Obstacle Lighthouse. We were going to go to Chatham Lighthouse today. We've already been there, and we just didn't have enough time. So we passed over it. We might go back on Friday. What is it? Tillamook's Mudslide. I don't even know what that is. That must be a Michigan thing. Sounds good. But no, I can't see you having that with tuna either. All right, Don, are you and Charity coming up to Cape Cod? Yeah, we'll see what Martha's Vineyard is like. Didn't see a lot of ice cream shops so far in Cape Cod. We haven't spent a lot of time in the town still. Yeah, I was going to book the Ben and Jerry's tour in advance. And then Tillamook's is Oregon based. Oh, okay. I was going to book the Ben and Jerry's tour. I know these people. There was no way I could book an actual time and make it. So. Oh, it's an ice cream brand in the U.S. I see. Okay. Okay. We obviously don't have that. Tillamook's makes the best dairy products. Right? Yeah, my bucket list is very long. So M23 And what did you say on Sonia's live? This is the furthest north that you'll have gone past. Is it Tennessee? We do travel a lot, and obviously I haven't recorded very much of it, and I'm still north of Alabama. Wow. No, aren't they from Alabama? Cookie is lactose intolerant, so not much ice cream. They have ice cream for lactose intolerant, aren't they? Don't they? It's not, obviously it can't be real ice cream, but at least it tastes like ice cream. But yeah, and I find that I'm not, keep saying filming, because that's how old I am. Charity hasn't been past Kentucky, but Don has been to Wisconsin before, from South Alabama. Okay. Fatima wants to go to Sturgis. Oh, Cookie's diabetic too. That makes it a little tough. Because I'm pretty sure if you have the dairy-free stuff, it's loaded with sugar, and if you have the diabetic stuff, it's loaded with cream. So moose milk. I've never had moose milk. I've had a lot of different moose products, but not moose milk. But yeah, I like today, I had the dash cam on for a good part of the day. I had the my Sony I was recording with, and then I have a DJI instead of a GoPro, and that died. So, and one of them, I have two of them. One of them's missing a door, and that was the one that I brought to the beach, so it's not waterproof. But anyway. See, I like, well, the sugar-free stuff. Get the keto stuff because it still tastes like ice cream. Just don't eat it because anything with that sugar, I'm sure you know what it does. Moose milk is booze. Oh, there you go. Yes, that cures a lot of things. Or so I've heard. Me, I'm just drinking tea. What's that, the moose milk that they mentioned, Jack? I must have missed that. Daryl listening but making dinner. Hey, Daryl, want to know what we had for dinner tonight? You'll never guess. Well, that's why I was confused. See, but it's booze, so it's not actual moose milk. Like I said, I've had all kinds of moose, but that being said, my passport expires in October, so I do have to get that done before I go. The sugar-free stuff has a warning that excessive consumption may have a laxative effect. Apparently, a teaspoon is excessive, right? Yes, Daryl, just for you, we had breakfast for dinner. If everybody wasn't hungry early, I would have been cooking live. Daryl has to go. Daryl has to go because we had breakfast for dinner. What are you having, Daryl? I know it's not breakfast. Who takes your lemons? William, who takes your lemons? I think that's only in California. I don't think Daryl's going, Fatima. He's just saying that he's going because we had breakfast for dinner. He's upset with me. And like when you tell me that you have kale. And the bugs are getting bad. And it's cooling down fast. We're not having a fire because we have to get up early tomorrow. So, and then Sunday we head back. And I'm on holidays next week. And I have nothing booked. I think Gillian and I are just going to do a kayak trip close to home. Who's going to take your fruit? What did I miss? Yes, vacation. Did I say it funny? Border guards now. They so when we crossed over, I guess because I'd put Ben and Jerry's into the GPS instead of the campsite, and when we crossed the border, it brought us through Rouse's Point in Vermont, which has to be the smallest border crossing across the whole country. They were so confused that we were there. And they really didn't ask us a lot of questions. They just wanted to know why we were taking that way. And I said, well, this is the way that the GPS took us. So, all right. Good night, Jack. Thanks for joining us. Okay, what did I miss? Gord, there's an Irish pub near me. They have fairly good poutine, but I ordered fried kale chips and put them in the poutine. Oh, Cookie. No. Don't do that. Yeah, you know Rosa's Point. I think that's where I brought you because you were going to Bruce's. And it brought us through there because we were going to Ben and Jerry's, which doesn't make sense. It's on the side of the interstate, so could have easily gotten there by the interstate, but kale chips are not good, Fatima. No. Keep hearing a helicopter. We're not allowed to fly the drones here because we're close to an airport. And then we went up the coastline and you can't fly drones there because it's National Seashore. Well, you could have gotten off a lot sooner than that if the 401 was giving you a hard time. Because if you were in Carrying Place, in between Carrying Place and the 416, you could have taken the International Bridge at Ivy Lee at Thousand Islands. You could have gone that way, and that would have put you on, I believe it's the 88. Let me check. Yeah, so Rosa's Point is right at Lake Champlain. Sorry, puts you on the 81. So you can go in. Well, yeah, to go that way, it probably would have brought you in at Cornwall and put you brought you towards the 87. But don't like Thousand Island dressing. Well, that's where it was made. It was the chef at Bolt Castle who invented Thousand Island dressing. Cookie likes avocados. I like an avocado with a little bit of lemon juice and just salt and pepper. It's really good. That is where Champ is. What's Champ? Don loves Thousand Island dressing on a Reuben sandwich. That sounds good. We made Cuban sandwiches, and for the dressing on the Cuban sandwiches, it was 50% mayo with 50% mustard and paprika, and that was the spread that we put on. Man, it was good. I know that you're going to tell me that if it has mayo, it is not a typical Cuban, but um, the sauce is very tangy and spicy, and the paprika as well. It really adds to it. Yeah, see, if you're going to his house, then that would definitely be the way to go for sure. Go see the chicken man. Avocado on a burger. You've told me that before. I do have to try that. Avocado with bacon, onion, lettuce, and tomato. That sounds good. He lives in Lake Champlain and on Sonia's live stream. Yes. Hey, Charlie Grace. Thanks for joining us. What is going on with your van? I haven't. Your short popped up while I was making dinner. I haven't had time to look. Or no, that was on TikTok, I think. You need work done on your van? It's going to take 6 months. Is this true? Champ is Vermont's version of the Loch Ness Monster. Really? I've never heard that. Oh, the adventure van's having beautification done. Very nice. I'm having electrical issues, amongst other things, but we're getting by. It's fine, and I'll fix it when we're back home next week. I'll have more time, or when Gina and I go out next week. It's hard because we're 6 now. It's hard. There's a lot of stuff everywhere. There's somebody's always in the washroom, or we're always cooking or doing dishes, so it's a little tough to get things done. I have a bracket in the back bunk that's broken that I got the piece this morning. I still haven't replaced it yet. We lost a bolt on the stove, on the glass cover for the stove. One of the bolts that holds the brackets on came off, and I can't even buy them in Canada. I had to buy them in the States and get them shipped to Canada, and it's been a month and they're still not here. So, oh, you have a leak in your fresh water tank somewhere. That's not good. It's not good if you're boondocking, that's for sure. We've talked about it on Monday nights with Sonia. Look next to the teddy bear. Oh. It's possible. We talk about a lot of stuff, and I really don't pay attention anyways. Oh, just kidding. I'm fired again. Listen, I can only be fired once. Well, I hope that you get your plumbing problems fixed, and I hope that I get my electrical problems fixed. And I hope my next campsite has a few less trees. So Friday night, I'll go right to the corner. Is that what you're saying, Fatima? I can do that. Wouldn't be the first time. But anyways, this campsite is really nice. It's level, which if you've seen any of my last couple of campsites, level is not a thing. It's paved. It has it's a paved strip right in, um, but beautiful pool. They have a kids pool. They have an adults pool with a hot tub. That's no kids allowed, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, the 12% grade. It's not level side to side. I did have to put the driver's side on blocks, but it's it's pretty decent. And again, the Wi-Fi is fantastic. 12% was really not fun. It was really not fun. And I found out there is an RVer in Washington. Hi, Sue. What's it called? Rambling On. And I love his method of leveling the coach. He puts a can of beer on the floor, and when it stops rolling around, the camper's level, and he gets to drink the beer. So I think I might have to start doing that. Although I did just buy a new level. Oh, hot water tank just kicked on. Gotta love the sound of propane. At least I know that there's going to be hot water when I go in there. So that's good. I will take that. But anyways, I may wrap it up a bit early tonight, folks, just because, like I said, we have an early morning tomorrow. I'm probably going to get up at 5, which I know for Captain Jack that's normal. For me, that is definitely not normal. I do not do 5 very well. The ferry is at 8:15, and I still have to check to see what time we have to be there. And it's about a 20-minute drive, I think. Let's have a quick look here. Let's hold to the ferry. Let's see, directions. Yeah, so it's a 22-minute drive. It's a 22-minute drive, and I'm certain that we're going to have to be there at least 30 minutes early. And hopefully there's no traffic, so I'd like to be there for 7:30. So to get 6 of us out of here by 7, I need to get up at 5. The ferry ride is 45 minutes. However, like I said, if that storm hits on the way back, it's not going to be pleasant. But yeah, it's only a 45-minute ferry ride. Sue gave you extra love. Yeah, he does deserve the extra love, doesn't he? Yeah, I can't wait to see the videos either, William. I don't know. I'm still working on Banff, and I haven't released anything in, it's got to be a month. We've just been so busy doing stuff and weddings, and we've been on the road, it feels like all summer. So I am not skilled enough to edit on the road, and because this is holidays, I don't want to spend a lot of time on my computer anyways. So because that's like work. And yesterday with the rain, we got a bit of work done, but a lot of that work was revolved around rearranging our whole week. Why am I fired for the 3rd time? What did I do now? Thanks, Fatima. I hope that we have fair weather too, because we're going home on Sunday and it feels like it's been raining since we left. So I could use a couple of days of good weather. You know, you do come here for the beaches, so it's really hard to go to the beach when it's pouring rain. However, there would be less people there. I just don't know why I got fired. Oh, no video in a month. Okay. Right? What was the last thing I released? I think it was Bon Echo. I mean, I still put up a bunch of shorts, and I still try to do a live every week. Come on. Those are all shorts. Wow, yeah. So it's been a while. It's been a month. So Banff is almost done. The first video. There's probably going to be 4 videos from Banff, and then maybe 5 videos from Banff, and then I might do like a movie version of it, but I'll probably just do that later in the year. Don has to get started on his Kentucky trip, but work has him too busy, right? Banff. Yes, Banff. Not Banff. Banff. What did we do after Banff? Where did we go in July? Oh, we went to Quebec City. We went to Kingston. I think we did a kayak weekend somewhere else. Cape Cod. Cape Cod so far, I mean, Cape Cod is supposed to be probably 2 or 3 videos, and I can't see it being more than one long one, just because we haven't done anything yet. Maybe Martha's Vineyard could be a separate video, but we'll see how that goes. And like I said, next week we're not even booked anywhere yet, but I'm sure I can find a campsite short notice just to go kayaking. So no, not Kingston, Jamaica, Kingston, Ontario. Went to visit the oldest prison in Canada, which closed about 5 years ago. And it was quite spectacular. Had some pretty famous inmates there. And at least 3 riots. The longer the wait, the better the video. I hope that's true, William. I feel with Banff, it's a struggle. I'm struggling with the music. Some of the Banff stuff was part of the stuff that got lost when I lost that hard drive, and I didn't get all of it back. So there are parts that are missing that I was planning on using. Anyways, I'm trying to make do. You will not see the prison on video because they do not allow you to videotape. So I do have some pictures. I was allowed to take photos, but you're not allowed to videotape in the prison at all. I'm not sure why. I guess they just want other people to go for the tour. The tour is quite pricey. There's 3 different tours there. There's a short tour that's only about 35 minutes, an hour and a half tour, and then a 2.5. And the 2.5 is a little more in depth and takes you to places. It's not. They don't allow children on the tour because, the reason they closed the prison was because it didn't meet human rights codes. So, Alcatraz is also on your bucket list. I would like to go to Alcatraz. I just don't want to run into Sean Connery while I'm there. Who was an inmate? I was an inmate? Maybe. The one without you don't live here anymore. I can't go with you when you're not here. Cookie went to Banff in 91 or 92. Beautiful. Yeah. It's we've been there twice in 2 years, and Guylaine says now that she wants to go every 2 years. So I think that I really enjoyed renting the RV. Didn't particularly enjoy that RV. It was a 2016, but it had 220,000 miles on it, and it was a little rough. But they don't want us catching the ghosts. Maybe that's possible, but yeah, I think next time we go there to Banff, we're gonna rent a small class C for 2 to 4 people. William, you've been to Alcatraz. Very scary. Yeah, it looks pretty frightening. Stuff like that scares me. There was a prison just outside the city where I grew up, and you used to be able to access it in the wintertime on snowmobile, and it was just creepy. It was just creepy to be in there. I mean, at least this is, it's a guided tour, and they design it as such. But this was an abandoned building, and abandoned buildings like that, not my thing at all. Not my thing at all. I don't like anything abandoned or. And the graffiti. Oh my goodness. The graffiti in that old prison that was abandoned was something else. I should look it up. I will look it up for when I do the video. But Kingston Penitentiary is used in a lot of TV shows and a lot of movies. They make more money renting it out to production companies than they do off the tours. So, Cookie went to Alcatraz tour while you were in tech school in Petaluma, California. It was not my favorite. Oh, well, there you go. I still don't think those guys made it. I don't know how they would survive that water. But it was one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies. Oh, we are getting pretty close to 9 o'clock. I didn't think I was going to stay on this long. I'm going to have to get off soon because I need some more tea. Yeah, I wish that I could have recorded the tour, but it just wasn't possible. So my neighbors are home. But yeah, the rest of this trip should be interesting. And the weather permitting, we might actually get some stuff done and see some sights and see some more lighthouses. The last time we were here, we did not go to Provincetown, so pretty excited to go there and check out. There is a lot of history there. If you don't know, that is actually where the Pilgrims first landed. They have a huge Pilgrim monument there. And they figured that they were on an island and that they would not survive the winter. And so they kept going, and that's when they hit Plymouth Rock. My phone charger is dead. Anyway. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Cookie. After being inside these prisons, I don't think that is the life for me. I'm much happier in my trailer. I'm missing the part. Fatima studied La Costa Nostra gangsters. Al Capone was in Alcatraz, so I went to see it. I want to see is it the Pennsylvania State Prison? I think they had Capone in there for a while too. Apparently that thing is really haunted. Why am I a mess? Yeah, I'm unfocused. I'm all over. I know. But, and so if you studied Al Capone, Fatima, do you know what Al Capone's... Do you know what Al Capone's tie to Ottawa is, where I'm from? I'll give you a moment to answer. La Casa Nostra? Okay. La Casa Nostra. I just read what Fatima put. Anyways, if you don't know Al Capone's tie to Ottawa, his grandmother is from Ottawa. And they used to run a lot of the booze through Ottawa. And she used to cook for him. And I guess when she died, they found all her old recipes, and somebody opened a restaurant called Capone's. And it was apparently all the recipes that his grandmother used to make for him when he would come to Ottawa. And the fun fact of that is they had a big banquet hall in the back of the restaurant. Guylaine and I used to go to this restaurant a lot. And so when we got married, we had our reception in the banquet hall at Capone's. Capone and several other gangsters supposedly used to vacation in Hot Springs, Arkansas. They really take advantage of the connection for tourism. Maybe they were trying to get a tax write-off. Anyways, on that note, guys, it is 9 o'clock, or shortly, 4 minutes to 9. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. No, nobody wants to smuggle Canadian geese. You guys can have them. I don't want them back. We went to the JFK Memorial in Hyannis, and it was full of Canadian geese. And the little present that Canadian geese leave behind. Yep, they had one in the East End and the West End, Tanya. And Guylaine and I had our banquet at the one in the East End. Fantastic food. All right. Well, good night, everybody. On that note, I'm going to head inside. The bugs are getting a little bit bad, and we're going to get ready for our day tomorrow. So thank you once again for joining, and I will see you next week from wherever Guylaine and I end up next week. I'm really not sure, so I haven't even scheduled it yet, but we'll figure that out by the end of this trip, and we'll see you there on the next trip. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. Good night.